Hello everyone, welcome to the Local Tech channel. My name is Ekant. I'm working as a IT professional, and I totally have 10 years of experience into IT. And most of the time, I was working as a cloud DevOps consultant. And apart my professional career, I'm also interested in giving of trainings and teaching industry. So that's the reason I have started this giving of these trainings, and especially software trainings and IT technical trainings. And I have started this 3 years back, and it's been like fourth year I'm currently running. And yeah, this is what me and especially for today's topic, that the career guidance training program. So it is designed for the people who actually pursuing their final year degree, to let them know that so how it is there in the job market. So what is the market that they are going to step in after completion of their graduation. So by considering those people, the students who pursuing their final year degree, so we have designed these training programs. And also it could be helpful for the people like who wants to start the job search. So I can say like who are looking, who are actually working in a different industry and trying to change their industry from like a hardware to software or software to hardware. So for those people also, this training program will be helpful. Okay, so maybe we can get into the topic. Yeah, yeah. So before going to the deeper into the guidance program, so why we have this program in place? Okay, the objective of this program is to help the graduates and to let them know the navigations that they can avail in their IT journey. Okay, so for example, so before choosing the option like which industry the students can get into, so for that reason, so he can get evaluate himself, or he can look for the other people how they are opting this industry, how they are choosing the job, and how they are applying for the jobs and all this. So this including of self-assessment and development of their skills, especially the skill gap that they have to attend an interview for a particular job, and how the candidate can look into the strategies like such strategies. And here the networking is the crucial. So networking means how you are interacting with the people, how you are improving your network, so the connections around you that will give you an opportunity to prove yourself. And the professional growth, so the professional growth means like the the things around you that familiar with the technical. So I can say you have a LinkedIn account, you have a good amount of networking. I mean, the good amount of accounts are already being connected to you. But are they all from the same profession that really helps you or not? So that's the matter. So that's going to defining with the professional growth. So you basically need to improve, and you need to have a focus on these topics like self-assessment, skill developments, job sets, strategies, and networking and professional growth. Why career guidance is matter? So, for example, you're in the fourth year. So you feel like you learn something, you learn some programming, you learn some AI tools, you learn some advanced coding, right? But do you think that actually is going to be helpful to you in the job market? That's the question. So you can, so before answering it to yourself, you can ask the people who are already been there or already been working in the IT. So they will give their feedback to you on this question. Like the studies that we had are going to help us in the IT market or not. If it is not really helping us, then we need a transition from our academic day life or academic life to a professional life with respect to different points, different criteria, different categories. It may be in the understanding of the subject, it may be in the understanding of the use cases, it may be in the point of view that you have in real time to in your academic. And one more thing, and generally in the interviews, whenever you attending the interview, for a fresher, the HR or technical people will try to analyze your capabilities not only on the technical but also on the your personality. So how focused you are towards your goals, and how strong you are in the technical, and how strong you can build your personality. So these are the things they are going to analyze, they are going to understand from you along with your regular interview process. So that's the reason you need to set up some goals. You need to improve some of the skills, and you need to plan some of the skills that for your future long-term goal. You need to set up your goals in a way that short-term and long-term. Even in the short-term goals also, you need to prioritize them. and going ahead with one by one. And that sequence of priority or the priority list is going to give the interviewer a clear picture of your knowledge or your focus. So that's the reason to improve your skills on the setting of goals, or you need to focus on the things like goal settings and skills improvement and the professional relationship with the other candidates or in the other people in the market. And so that's the reason we have designed this and we have focus. We are going to have a focus on these topics. So that's going to really help you to understand and to refactor yourself before getting to the actual job market. So what is meant by self-assessment and goal settings? So self-assessment is totally for it's going to talk around yourself. Like, so where are you? So what are the strong points that you have, and where are you are very confident, and what are the things that you are lagging with respect to others? So that's all the things like so the strengths and interests that you have. So that is the first thing under the self-assessment. So it means like you need to assess yourself to opt before opting a industry. So are you really fit for a software job? Or okay. So for example, you're from a hardware background or you're from an electrical background. But after completion of your fourth year, so you realize that you want to get into a software job. You want to take a IT as your career channel. Okay. Then you need to assess yourself with the skill set that you have. So what are the things that you can put to get a IT job? So where you are lagging, and what are the things that you need to improve in order to opt to the IT job. So these are the assessments that you need to do. And let's take a candidate who is actually not interested in in the software job, but he's more interested in the civil services. So then he has to analyze himself and what are the things are really required to opt to that civil services, and where he can improve, and what are the possible ways. So these are the things that he has to set himself as a part of the self-assessment. It's up to them how they are going to opt the industry, and it's up to them how they are going to structure themselves to be ready for that their goal or their target. Okay. And similarly, smart career goals. So it means like I mentioned like goal setting. So you mean, so as I mentioned earlier, so there will be two kinds of goals we can set up for a short-term period of time and for a longer run. So for example, a candidate from the college, he actually interested in the civil services. He wants to become a administrator services. Okay. Uh, but because of the financial reasons or some other reasons, so he needs to take a job as a his first attempt. He has to get into a job so that he can earn something and he can support to his family. So this is one concern that he has. So that is the reason he is in mind, like he's not able to focus on the any of these two. Like he cannot go forward and after the IAS or civil services as the next step. Or at the same time, he's not able to focus on the IT job because of he's not interested in it. So that is the reason this is a place where he has to set up a goal. Like what is our long run goal? So what is really needed right now? And how can I approach to, how can I use this current thing, what he has in with him, how he can use that and in order to achieve a long run goal. So this is how he has to think. So that is the reason. So all the people should plan, should make the things in such a way. These are the short-term goals that I need to complete or achieve in coming days. And after that, so this is the long-term goal that I need to achieve in my career, some point in a long run, after a long run. And also, even in the short term also you will have a number of things in place, right? So first thing is you want to have you want to get a job, and then you want to get married, and you want to have some plannings like a house and something, anything. It may be not only your personal but also the other things. So when I consider a personal choices, so that's the reason. So I mentioned this. If you consider like having designing a job, designing a project, okay. So even in the project also, you will have this is the important part, and this is can be ignored, and this can be achieved after some time. So like that, so you need to make the priority. You need to give a priority number to each and every goal that's a part of your either short term or long term goals. So that you need to be more focused and you need to set them very smartly. That's going to fulfill with the in the parameters of like measurables, achievable, and time-bound goals. So these are the considerable things that you need to take in order to set up your short-term goals and long-term goals. Okay. So for example, let's take this is a short example of short-term goal. Like the student is aiming to secure an entry-level role in software engineering within the next 6 months of his graduation completed. Okay, so maybe his long-term goal might be so after getting a considerable experience in the IT, so he may decided to switch on to a civil services, which is a kind of a long-term goal for him. Okay, so this is how the goal settings is supposed to be works for the students, and not only for the students, but every candidate. Even after having 10 years of experience in IT, I used to have my short-term and long-term goals. So still, my long-term goal is in not yet been tried. I can say I'm still going ahead with my short-term goals on priority. Okay, and moving to the career path options after graduations. So this is the main and the vital role that's going to be play when you are get into the actual job market. So how are you going to? So people have their own choices, right? So some people who from software background, they wants to go into the hardware, they wants to go into the civil services. Similarly, people from electrical, electronics, and the mechanical backgrounds can also get into the IT job after taking some technical trainings, such software, soft skill trainings, and all. So they have their own choices, and these choices might be differs from time to time, right? So similarly, even in the software also, you have different kinds of jobs out there. Like you may go ahead with the technical jobs, you may go ahead with the non-technical people, non-technical jobs, and some other jobs like you may go ahead with some part-time jobs. So that's up to you. So you want to go ahead with a part-time job and you are compromising for the earnings, but you want to spend that available time on the other topics. So this is the choices for some of the people, and some of the people are more interested into the technical, and they're more interested to do a technical workshops, technical activities over the about their strong topics. And some people are more interested into marketing and consulting and financing, right? So some people are more interested into the in talking with the people, so interacting with the people. So then their choices might be different. So that's the reason, like even in the software also, you might have a technical jobs. Technical means like technical IT jobs. Okay, so it might be so not only IT but also the industry. So it means like the technical means with referencing to the technology that might be a software, that might be a hardware, that might be a data science and everything. Okay, so please wisely choose what is your interest and be focused on that and try at your best capabilities and evaluate yourself and keep trying till you get succeeded. You have wide range of possibilities and wide range of opportunities if you really can see. So that is the reason. So all the time, so students should have a very clear picture what they are supposed or what they can do, what they wants to achieve in their career. So this can be planned only before coming into the industry. Then those people will get success early. Okay. And you have an options like technical IT job, non-technical IT jobs, and you have technical engineering, software development, and data science. And similarly, in the non-technical side, so you have marketing jobs, you have finance, you have HR recruitment, or you also have different business places. I can say it might be marketing, it might be finance, it might be HR, it might be the resource management. So other what I can say, other marketings, which are like digital marketing, is also a part of the marketing nowadays. So these are all kind of a non-technical jobs. So it's up to you. So which is your most interest topic, and what are the skills that you need to get in order to opt that as your career path? And along this, you can also go ahead with your own business and entrepreneurship and freelancing and some other creative fields that really customizable with your innovative ideas. Okay, so in order to meet in order to meet your career paths, okay, it's really need to self-assessment yourself with an individual strengths and professional skills and choosing your core interest to get the success. So these are the things, these are the parameters that you need to consider. Okay, so that you will get success early days. Okay, and next topic is building essential skills for the workplace. The workplace means like, see, when you got a job, so you will be in the job. It may be in the IT, it may be in the hardware, it may be in the marketing, anything, right? So you need to improve some of the skills which might be inbuilt for you, or you might already been learned from your studies. If not, then you need to improve, you need to learn them. So that including of the soft skills. So that's going to talk about the communications, adaptability of the environment, and time management over the work and teamwork. That's going to deal the collaboration with the teams and your analyzing and the capability of the issue solving. So how you can take the problem. So how you going to put your efforts towards the resolution for that particular problem. So these are the things will be fall under the soft skills. So these are all like it's kind of a things that has to come from you. You cannot learn it from outside. So that you need to build yourself in from you. And there will be some kind of technical skills. So, for example, you're trying as an IT software. So you are trying as an application developer. Then you need to learn that technicality of technical things from the trainer or from your college or somewhere. So you need to focus on the technical skills of that application code. So, for example, Java. So you need to learn the Java technology. You need to learn the Python technology. And similarly, we have platform for skill development. It means like nowadays see, long back people are using Facebook as kind of a social interconnectivity, so to connect with the people. And later, Facebook become a job marketplace. So it's not job. So I can say it's kind of a marketplace where the people are creating the pages and promoting the products, right? So the Facebook has adopted the new things and they have added the new features and they upgraded the social interconnectivity page to a marketplace. Similarly, you have a different platforms that you can use for multi-purpose. So you can use LinkedIn for your connections, but also for the lending. And you can use Udemy. Okay, so you can use for Udemy for your job training, for your technical trainings, now on the soft skills trainings and all. And also you can have some hands-on projects that you can implement to present to the interviewer that what you're capable of. So for that reason, you need to look into some of the platforms where you can implement something that you have with you and you to show the people that this is your strength, this is your capabilities. Okay, so find out and or stick to one platform where you can more flexible, where you can more comfort. And next topic is creation of a resume and cover letters. So what do you mean? See, the resume standard, like creation of the resume, you have a number of templates in place in the job market or in the Google. You can find number of templates that works for a candidate resume. But resume is having a content or a few lines that's going to give a clear picture of your entire career structure. I can say that's going to show the interviewer that about you, your capabilities, and you. So if an interviewer is really gone through your resume, he can ideally structure you before he get into he before he connect to you. He can easily structure you. So this is a place like he is very good, and this is a place where he might not be good. So these are the topics that he is fully aware. Like everything he can easily understood by seeing your resume. So resume is going to give the interviewer the first impression on you. Okay, so that's the reason. So when you applying for a job,
And you have created your resume in a generalized format that having your just educational qualifications and personal details with your academic achievements. But your resume is not having the crucial concepts or the important concept that actually the JD is consisting. So that is one thing where your resume is lacking. So this is the
have
place that a standardized template or standardized resume for all the applications.
so depending upon the job description and find out the job description first, the job that you're going to apply. So get the job description and analyze the job description and what all the things are needs to be more focused and which are the things that needs to be updated in our resume and which are the crucial or the which are important in that job role. So be prepare your resume depending upon the job descriptions of that particular job which you are going to apply. So that gives the interview that to shortlist your resume. So don't blindly go ahead and update, giving a standard resume that having your academic details and your family details and your regular project details. Don't go ahead with that. And be prepare the resume in such a way, find the job and get the job description and analyzing the job description and what are the things are really going to be focused in the job interview. So update those topics in the resume. That gives a easy way to shortlist your resume and to call for the interview. Okay, and make your resume as simple as possible in the language. So because like you need to be present all the things sometimes. You need to be explain the topics that you have updated in your resume to the interviewer. So you should not feel bad in attempting in explaining of those resume lines to the interviewer. Okay. So be prepared for that and make your resume as simple as possible with the strong action verbs that have in the JD. Okay. And similarly, so the cover letter. So actually, even if you send the resume, so it will have a cover letter. So that's going to be viewed by the interviewer. So when you are applying as a fresher and with a recent graduation degree, okay, then you can more focus, you can convey the interviewer that you have completed your academic projects that involved so CSC topics, I can say artificial intelligence or development of application code or a kind of a machine learning operation services or a cloud that actually fit for the job. Okay, so that is the reason. So the cover letter is going to brief the interviewer about your entire resume. Okay, so the interviewer will be more, so he can easily understand that. So, okay, these are the topics that he or she is familiar, and these are the topics that she wants to earn or she wants to get into, and these are the topics she can do better. So for an experienced guy, so it might be a different. So experienced guy he's focusing on his experience and he has a different skill set among those. So he wants to expose a strong web on a strong technology, which actually trending in the market. So if he put that as a cover letter, so easily the interviewer, the recruitment team easily identify that and easily comes to you. So that gives first level of screening. So where your resume or your candidate application is going to be differ from the others.
And most of the time, people will look for the job opportunities in the campus placements, especially campus drives, both in campus and off campus. If that didn't well, if that did not went well for the students, then the people should know that there are many other platforms that they can identify and they can easily find out the jobs availabilities in the global market. So, for example, you have a job portals like LinkedIn, Indeed, and Naukri. So, these are the generalized and globally available job portals where you can see the jobs vacancies in the global IT market. In generally, the campus placement can offer the jobs only a very few people, and most of the people will be able to find out the applications or find out the job vacancies from these job portals like Naukri and LinkedIn. So that's the reason. So I recommended you people to get more connections in the LinkedIn, which is like a, a, a trending platform for the job postings nowadays. Don't think that the openings in the IT are very less nowadays in the market, because like all the time the scope of for the improvement is there. So there are many openings that keeps comes into the IT, but only thing is the opening is expecting more with respect to the technology. So that's the reason we have to upgrade our skill set to meet the requirement of that particular job.
And the key platforms, like how you're going to approach, how you're going to apply the job. So you can use number of ways, like you can log into the company's portal, you can log into the LinkedIn's where you can find out the job posted by the recruiters, and you can use the platforms like Indeed, LinkedIn, and Naukri, and Glassdoor, and everything. These are the places you can easily get in, and also you can consult some of the consultancies to identify the jobs which are going to be recruited through those consultancies. So that is also in place, but make sure is that really a genuine consultancy or not? Okay. And why I mentioned the connections, the professional connections, you need to be increased because the as many as connections are there with you. So those people from their industry, their company are going to be posting the job positions for you. So why they are going to posting for you? because the people in the company will try to refer the people which are outside, which are who are looking for the jobs. Because of that, if the candidate get into the company, obviously the posted one, the user who posted the job details is going to get a bonus points, a additional benefits from the company. So that's the reason people are really interested to share the job openings in their company, but you need to interact with them so in a professional way. Okay, so find out the job and have a strategy and creation of job alerts and researching roles that's going to intimate you the job offerings in the current industry. And the thing is like interview preparation. So this is the ultimately you have everything in place. You have the job openings, you have the job application in progress, and they call you for the interview. And the interview is the main point, which is going to decide whether the job you will be fit for the job or not. It's going to be decided by this 30 minutes of interview. And most of the time, the interview will be 30 minutes, more than that, until unless like there are more experience and if there are many topics to covered as a part of the interview preparation or interview process, it will not be more than 30 minutes. At least for the people like graduates who are pursuing fourth year, so they may not be experiencing more than 30 minutes. So there will be different kinds of interview: behavioral, technical, case study, and panel interviews. Okay. And behavior means like how you're behaving. So it means like how you greeting the people. No, it's not the greeting the people. So that's become a part of the behavior. So how you behaves to a situation, how you behaves to a situation which forecast in a future in your job role. So for that forecasting situation, how are you going to behave? So that's going to be validated in the behavioral interview. And in that forecasting situations, how you're going to apply your technical skills, how you're going to react with the technical, your technical strengths. And similarly, case study means you have a scenario. This is what, for example, you have an artificial intelligence tool in the company. And this is there the interviewer will prepare a study use case. Okay, so he's going to share you a detailed instruction like this is the situation that might occur in the that might be expected in the future, or it might already been done. So how you going to plan for this? It's not. It may not be the same as it is that the interview is done, but in your point of view, how you going to design this activity, how you're going to respond to this situation, and how you're going to resolve the issues with a real-time use case. So this is how the interview is going to be categorized. Okay, and most of the time, so your interview can be like a so you just take the things like so be prepare for your self introduction and be prepared for the instant answering. So prepare for your company details, like so why you going to look into the company, so why you interested in the companies. Okay, so it means like the same answer will be varies with respect to the time, how it's going to be. So, for example, you have some ABC company which is very lower. It means like a very it's kind of a level one company. Okay, you have a company like which is L3 level, and you have a company L5. So L5 means like a multinational company. L3 also MNC, but L3 L1 is kind of a startup company, I can say. You have a startup company and you're attending your interview in the company, and recruiter asks you that. So why you're joining in the L1 company when compared to L2 and L3? Then you may answer in a way. You can say that.
You can respond to the interviewer that you mostly liking the challenges and attending the challenging activities. So, and you expecting a startup company, L1 company will have more challenges to grow. So that's the reason you opted the L1 company.
And the same question, if you are asked by a L3 company, if you say the same, then that makes a different sense to the interviewer. Instead, you can go ahead with the different answers. So you may say that, so in the current industry, so that the job stability might be more uh, focused. So you want to be in a stable environment where the jobs stability will be more, so that you will be able to concentrate on the your technical skills to improve or to have more enhancement in your work. So this answer will be make a sensible to the L3 companies when compared to L1. So it means like you have the same question and your answer should be different with respect to the situation, your with respect to the environment, with respect to the time, and how, the way that interviewer ask you. So that's the way you need to be differentiate your action, your answers. So as I mentioned, like networking and building connections. So so when you are looking for something, right? So you need to identify as many as possible. You need to look for the sources as many as possible so that you can easily identify the things. So you need to improve the technical things. Along that, you need to improve your networking connections, network connections in the job market. So you need to regularly connect with your professional users, friends. You need to be active in the LinkedIn where the job posts are going to be posted. You need to be attend the events. So you will be familiar with the see what's the purpose of going with the events. So for example.
And most of the companies who actually from a product based background, so they usually creating the events and inviting the people from different organizations and along with their clients, because by end of the event they will find out a number of feedbacks from all these people and able to make the product to be better by enhancing some other inputs from these feedbacks, so they can improve the performance of the application or the product that they are actually planning to release into a real time market. So what is the benefit of this and how it's going to be benefit for the attendees? This directly gives a chance to the attendees to knowing the latest versions or latest changes over the technology that is planning to come in a few days after this event. So the attendees are going to be getting the idea of that particular trending technology before it get into the market. So and also if the company is recruiting the people on the same technology, then your application will get the priority. Here it comes to end of this program.
Thank you everyone. So thanks for your time. If you like this video, please do like and share the video and subscribe the channel.
And feel free to comment the video for the topics that you want to get to familiar.